All right, guys, it is week 12 already. Ran the tires for the first time last weekend. They did great. The forward traction was excellent. Side hilling could use a much better foam. These foams are extremely soft, and that tire just rolls over and just it doesn't support itself very well there. But the compound and everything like that was doing great. So I can't wait to get in some new stiffer foams to improve that performance there. Taking a step back and looking at the truck as a whole and identifying weak points and places that we need to upgrade as we go along in the upcoming weeks, I came up with a few things right now that are immediately, in my target as far as what needs to be replaced. First off, and what I'm probably going to end up doing this week, is the upper links. I'm still running those plastic stock upper links, and those are probably flexing on me and things like that. And as we go, they're only going to get weaker and weaker. So beyond that, we've also got the stock plastic C-hubs we're still running up there now. They're holding up okay at this point still, but you just never know. They could go at any time. And lastly is those stock plastic shocks. Now these things are starting to leak. They held oil really well for the last, or the first 8, 9, 10 weeks, something like that. But now they're starting to develop quite a bit of residue and dust and dirt, and we can rebuild them, we can do whatever. But at some point, I'm going to replace these with a shock that I feel I can tune a little bit better, and it's got a little bit more dampening. So that'll be one more. But those are my few weak points that I can immediately identify and think that those will need to go. Beyond that, we're just going to be beefing up this truck in preparation for a much more powerful motor, something to put underneath there, like a Teak and Rock 412 and that 3100 kV, which has been a motor I've really liked as of late. But to do that, we also need a new ESC, the new motor. I'll probably want to do gears in the axles and things like that. So there's a lot to do with this truck still, but we're really getting to the point where with the current setup, the current motor, the current power that we're pushing, this truck is going to be really rock solid and a really good performer. So a lot of you may find that, that once you get to this point, you've got a truck that is really performing to exactly where you want, where you can take it out there weekend after weekend and never have to touch it with a wrench. I want to try to address some of those weak points that I see as an immediate concern, and I'm going to replace those upper links with some of the 3/16 Vanquish titanium links like I've put on the rest of the truck. It'll be the last pieces of that 10-piece link kit if you bought it all at once. So that's going to be my project for this week. It'll be a quick and simple little install, nothing too in-depth. And beyond that, I also did a little bumper mod on the front end there that I'll show a little video on at the end here. So you guys can see that and see what I was thinking and why I did it. So it's going to be a quick and easy one this week. As we get going in the next following weeks, we're going to have some really interesting parts, some stuff that's fun to replace, fun to choose, lots of options, and probably get into some debates on who likes what better and why I chose what I did over some of the other options. And then I'm also looking forward to getting into some of the do-it-yourself little projects. I've got some ideas for in here that I want to do that I think any of you guys could probably be able to handle as well. I'm going to get these stock links taken out and the new Vanquish ones put in. All right, next, I I wanted to work on the look of this thing just a little bit, some how-tos or freebies or just little things you can do here and there. Anyway, one of the things I was looking at doing was doing some sort of new bumper, and I was throwing things around here and there, but the biggest thing is that anything that I would do out of steel or anything like that would require quite a bit of tooling and things like that. And I wanted to try and mimic the bumper that's more on the full-size Poison Spyder Ultra 4 car, which I'll insert a picture on the video here. But as you can see, it has just a single hoop, and then it's got two tie backs that come back into the grill. Now, we're somewhat limited by the design of the Wratih chassis itself, but I decided, looking at that this front bumper really isn't all that far off from what that one is, particularly if we come in and take off these wings here on the side. Now, these wings out here just they just hang out there. They're not too structural or anything like that. They probably do add a little bit of strength tying that top to the bottom, but really they're not all that important. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come in and I'm just going to cut these off and sand this bumper smooth. It's something people have done for quite a while on the race since they've been out, but it actually will look fairly similar to what the full size runs. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that today, just to try and make this thing look a little different and keep changing as we go. That little mod took me less than 5 minutes. Simple and easy. Just one little thing to make it look a little bit more like the full size than it did with these big wings hanging off the bumper there. So being on the bumper's already scratched and things like that. Those sanding marks and everything blend right in for the most part. So simple little task. Something you can tackle with almost no experience. So don't be afraid to get in there. Lots of people will have broken their stock bumpers before. Sometimes they break right around this top screw hole. Sometimes they'll break on the top or the bottom or whatnot. So bumpers can be replaced. It's a pretty simple little part and definitely not the most expensive. But anyway, just one little free thing you guys can do when you're at home looking for something to do and don't want to spend any money. All right, guys, that'll do it for this week. Got those upper links installed, got the bumper modified. We have something that looks a lot more like the full-size Poison Spyder Venom 1 crawler. Really looking forward to the upcoming weeks. Like I said, we've identified some of those parts that we're going to upgrade here soon, and hopefully we'll start seeing some pretty good sized performance gains once we replace some of these parts that are holding us back a little bit. Specifically on performance will be like the shocks and the foams. And then as far as durability, we've got things like the front C-hubs up front. Hey, if you guys are watching this on Thursday, the day that this drops, watch out for my new rock bouncer project. It'll be coming later Thursday night, so check it out. It should be a lot of fun. Really looking forward to that project. It'll be a pretty good departure from a rig like this. It'll be more back to the fabrication and things like that, like I had on that Jimmy's 4x4. We'll see you guys next week. It'll be week 13. Subscribe to the channel, and we will see you guys later.